The world has a totally different way of looking at me, but I'm like still inside. Yeah, I don't perceive myself as someone with a disability. I think it's funny to like see photos of myself, or like then I kind of realize, oh, yeah, you are in a chair. But I think the secret is like taking whatever you're given and adapting, like just constantly. But it's so easy to get frustrated about what you can't do, and focus on like, oh man, I really would love to go hiking today. It'd be great. But really, like, you know, so always focusing on like what you do have and not what you don't. I like the most rewarding, I don't know. I like it when you can tell someone like they're on the right track and they're like, oh, thank you, like that's what they needed to hear. Or like, especially at CCD, kids get so stressed out so much. And it's really nice to be like, yo, like go home, relax, and like really what you need to do is make work that makes you pretty happy. I read a book called The Dot to them last week, and it's about a little girl that doesn't think she can draw. And she like gets that angry and pokes a dot in her paper, and her teacher's like, this is genius. Like, will you sign it for me? And she signs it, and the next week she comes into class and it's on the wall. And she's like, oh, I can make a better dot than that. And so she makes a whole bunch of dots, and she has an exhibit of dots. And I think that's what that's the best part about teaching. When you can take someone's a little bit of passion or a little bit of talent and like tell them that, you know, this is good, like keep going with this. Well, actually, when I broke my back, my dad was out. I broke my back in my front yard pretty much. I was waiting to go ride with some friends, and I was just messing around. But I remember, I don't even know why I said it, but I was like, this is going to be an adventure. I said that to my dad right after I got hurt. And like when I landed on the ground, like my legs were messed up and like, or, you know, just skewed. And I couldn't move right then and there. And I was like, oh, yeah, this is like for real. Because I had fallen a lot. But yeah, my life is an adventure. Because every adventure, you never know where you're going to end up when you start on it. I was driving up the coast one time, my van was acting a little bit funny, and I wanted to turn around because I was afraid it was like not going to be good, like that it was going to break down or something. And I was so like so worried that it was going to be something was going to end up bad. And then just at some point I got over it and I kept going, and in the end I was so glad I didn't let fear hold me back and like make me stop from just keep going a little bit further, because ended up being a great weekend. The van was fine, you know. It was just, sometimes I think when you're in the middle of something, you'll get like so afraid of like you get the what ifs, you know, and then you stop going like a little bit further. And if you stop going further, then like, you don't know what you're gonna get into. I've never regretted getting hurt, and if I was all right for one day, like if you're like, okay, tomorrow you're gonna be fine and like your legs will be working and all that, then I'd go ride my bike for at least 10 hours.